So now let's move into this Bray Wyatt situation, because this is a really big oversight of WWE in the last few weeks, and that is, where the hell is Bray Wyatt?
I think we had a moment together during Night of Champions where, like, wait a minute, no member of the Wyatt family is on this card. WTF?
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of us thought, like, oh, is he gonna face the Big Show or something? Are they gonna, give him a promo or something? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And since they've pretty much ended his feud with Chris Jericho, he's just kind of been floating around, and he was not on Night of Champions at all, and not on Monday Night Raw at all. Not even Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. None of them.
I think we can relate it back to a conversation we had a couple months ago / weeks, I'm not sure. But is it possible that Bray Wyatt's character is so good and so strong that the writing team just has no idea what to do with him?
It is a great point. We talked about, after feuding with Daniel Bryan, after feuding with John Cena, then Chris Jericho, where does he go? And I guess the answer is away.
Nowhere.
He goes away because he's been built so strong, although a lot of people felt he was kind of buried in the last few weeks by John Cena. But the true thing is he's feuded with such strong opponents, as such established people, that there's really no one on that level left to feud with him that's at least a babyface at this time.
So this might be too early to say this, but where did it all go wrong? Because he had that, like you said, that amazing feud with Bryan, Cena, and Jericho. But he's kind of in the same spot he was at the beginning and end of all of those feuds. He hasn't really progressed as a character.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people had some concerns with the end of the John Cena feud and how things ended. And then, I mean, to call a spade here, I think the feud with Jericho was underwhelming. I think a lot of people were really hyped up for it. I was. And I just feel
here.
like it didn't quite deliver. I mean, no one was talking match of the night for any of their pay-per-view matches. I wouldn't say they were bad at all. And what was the last match they had? They had a cage match a couple weeks ago. How did it end? Mm-hmm. It ended with Bray Wyatt falling onto the floor from the door.
It was a weak finish. It was a dirty heel finish, and that was it.
That was the end. Bray Wyatt falls out off of Jericho and wins the match.
Maybe that's the answer to my question. Maybe that's that thing that just hasn't clicked, because whenever Bray Wyatt gets a win in a feud with these people, it's always a dirty win. It's never a clean 1-2-3. With John Cena in the cage match,
but obviously
except for Daniel Bryan,
where he was at his one of his hottest points was after that,
and that was also match of the year quality.
That great match. That's when he was probably at his highest point, because after that he was going into the build-up with John Cena at WrestleMania, which was fantastic. Mm-hmm. So,
but think about it. So he like the cage match, the choir came out, and then he just kind of escaped the cage that way.
There's been a lot of strange endings to Bray Wyatt's matches, and that have definitely caused some concerns. And like you said, he falls off of Jericho or the steps or whatever and wins the match. Now, Bray Wyatt as a character, should he be happy about that finish? Wouldn't Bray Wyatt be more concerned with doing harm to Chris Jericho than to win a cage match by falling out of a door?
It's kind of the opposite of his character, because he does these promos saying, like, I'm going to hurt you, I'm going to maim you, I'm going to make sure nobody ever sees you again. And then he'll take a win where he falls on the floor.
Exactly. I mean, none of us think Bray Wyatt's the type of character who's supposed to be concerned about wins or losses, but how he wins and how he loses, I think, is very important. And it's clear that the way that it's been done has actually really hurt his character. And now it just seems like they have no idea what to do with him. Hopefully they give him something for Hell in a Cell. Give him a 6-man tag match with the Wyatt family. Have something going on. Even if you just got the Wyatt family going for the tag titles and Bray Wyatt's kind of just being the manager role, give them something, because the more time they're off TV, the more it's going to suffer. And you don't want to have all the build-up and all the credible people he's been facing be for nothing.
Exactly.
So